Food! So I have an experience that I want to reflect on that has been a part of my life for 2 years, possibly. I would consider over 2 years for me personally. I don't even know how to start with this. This is kind of like summing up a friendship. And I know I made a video recently for my friend Jen, who did those beautiful portraits of me, and now I'm called to do something similar for my friend Carla Fleming. I happened to meet Carla when I was helping Jen with her business. Like I was putting post-it notes up on the wall to kind of organize and come up with workflows just to help her business run a little bit more smoothly. And it's fun for me. I love that kind of stuff. Carla happened to walk in and she saw all the post-it notes on the wall and she thought, I need this. And so I ended up working with Carla, and I would go to her house because she was working from home. She is a high-performance coach, which means she helps people be more productive in their life, managing energy, managing time, managing emotions, like not getting too overwhelmed and worried, working with people. But high performance is geared towards people that really know that they have like big things that they want to accomplish in life, and they just need help doing it. Not necessarily doing it. Maybe they're really good at executing, but like other areas kind of fall short, like marketing or understanding people and sales and all these different things. And again, it goes into relationships too. So like it could be with your families. I know me personally, when I did start getting like coaching help from Carla, there was like a free event. All these different people showed up and we all answered questions and we got clear on things. And that was like the main thing I needed help with at the time. And at the time that Carla came into my life, I was appreciative of the fact that I knew I wasn't clear, and here is someone who can help me. I do remember that at the time I was maybe 2 years out of college, 2 or 3 years out of college, and I still hadn't gotten a position that would utilize my college education. I only found like smaller freelance jobs, and it wasn't enough to sustain me. And I didn't understand pricing at the time. I didn't even have an EIN, for my business. I was very fresh off the boat. So I was also working 3 retail jobs, which I loved because I love fashion. I don't know if you can tell, but I like pretty things. So I did enjoy it, but I did also notice that I was being spread very thin. And it was hard to have enough time to myself to actually complete the goals in my life, managing multiple projects at once because I have so many ideas. I can easily go into somebody's business and be like, this is what you need, this is what you need to do. I can do that. As far as viewing my own self and stuff, I don't have that insight sometimes because I have a lot of gunk or build up emotions, even like subtle things that kind of made me go, oh, I can't do that. Self-doubt, little things kind of build up. And I noticed one of my main ones was thinking that I wasn't worth the prices I wished to charge for my graphic design work. I didn't want to scare potential clients away by having higher prices, which correlate to the amount of time I actually do put into producing the content for them. And that was hard for me. And honestly, like even talking about it now, it makes me go, ugh! Through all the coaching that I've had with Carla, the financial abundance aspect of building my business, that is probably the biggest one that I was able to really develop. The universe provides, and that I can believe in my ability to figure things out. So main things I learned from working with her is clarity. Boom. Managing energy, that's a big one for me. As you know, I have chronic illness, and it's very easy for me to overwork myself. And trying to figure out how to manage that has been very helpful, because I feel like I can breathe again. Again, spreading yourself too thin, one of the first things that usually goes out the window is taking care of yourself. And it needs to be the priority. And I've learned this. And Carla, she actually lives it too, and I've seen it with her. I really connected with Carla because we were both very multi-passionate. She teaches belly dance, singer-songwriter, plays the piano, just like a very beautiful, floaty, intuitive soul. Oh, and just so kind. There's a word I'm looking for, like, soothing. She's very soothing. So you feel very comfortable with her right off the bat. and she's very upbeat, and she just is like, loves you immediately. She just is, I don't think she can hate anyone. She just is so open and appreciative of all the different kinds of people that come into her life. So I really connected with her. We have so many interests and so many ideas. How do we get that organized? It's really interesting how I was able to come in and kind of help her get organized, like closet and, you know, documents and stuff like that. And in the process, she was able to kind of like mentally get me organized. The first thing I did with her, like actually getting coaching advice from her, was when I was in the mastermind. And that was just a free one. And then I decided to take the leap. I took the leap. One thing I said was I was concerned about putting the finances and committing to a certain amount each month for like a year. It really was true that it was a commitment to myself and holding myself accountable. And that's really what I needed, because at the time I was flying solo, had those retail jobs, and had all these big dreams and goals, which I kind of was able to develop, but not too great. Like not in a very focused way, and not in a way that I felt like I was making bigger strides or really progressing. So I decided to take the leap. I put the money down and I said, this is for me. This is my belief in myself that I can spread my wings and fly. I'm flying now. I'm flying solo. In the past, I was working those 3 retail jobs. Currently, I'm sitting here. I am working 1 retail job because I love fashion. It's my choice. I have decided to do it. I would love it. I want it. I know why I'm doing it. And the reason I know why I'm doing it, and that I no longer wonder, oh, it's a retail job, I shouldn't like this, is because I got clear and I understand that it's a passion of mine and I'm choosing this. Working with Carla, getting clear. It's okay to want what you want. And other people might not understand it or be on the same page, and that's totally okay. I have more perspective and I have more understanding for myself and my goals. And that frees up room for me to grow. So instead of working 3 retail jobs, trying to do freelance jobs on the side, and I'm still not making enough money to pay my bills and stuff, I also was able to decide one of my main focuses for like 6 months was to focus on my health and really get that energy management first and foremost in place, that self-love, self-care. I would have never done that before. I wouldn't have felt like I was allowed to do what was necessary for me to live a better life. One of my biggest hang-ups is wanting to please other people, which is beautiful. It means I want to serve other people and I want to respect them as well. However, I was placing that above me, my worth, and my health, and that's not okay, because then I'm not fully there to serve other people like I want to. Taking those 6 months, that was like me putting the money down, signing up for the mastermind for a year with Carla. That was me agreeing to myself that I matter. And I deserve to feel good. It can be scary. It can feel like you're being selfish, but you need to be selfish. Or you need to be self-full. You're filling up your gas tank so that you can drive around a lot more and chauffeur people if they need it, or, you know, that's all I got. That's my metaphor. See, this is the thing. I have so much stuff to talk about because I've known Carla for so long and I've been working with her and I've been learning from her. It's kind of fun though, because I get to review where I was, my mindset especially. I was definitely so much more anxious then before I met Carla. I was so overwhelmed and I was still like, I need to please everyone, but I need to take care of myself, but I can't take care of myself. Everything else has to come first. But now I really made that switch from thinking that people matter over me and I matter first. Because really in your life, you are all you have. Everything around you supports you. So take care of this. So back to Carla. I was in her 6-figure Mavens mastermind. We were in it to win it. We wanted to make 6 figures. We believed we were worth it. Financial abundance. So the experience of being in Los Mastermindos with I almost called her Carlos. With Carla, there were about 7 or 8 of us in a mastermind. And once a month, we would meet together and we would focus on one aspect of high performance. Pretty sure the first one though was clarity, and that was my favorite. Once you have your goals in place and you see them in front of you and you know why they're your goals, then you can move on to the next step. Carla had these great questions that she was always asking. And the best part was we would go around and have like a little bit of time, each of us, to share. What's great about a mastermind is you're hearing other people's insights and their aha moments. And it makes you go, oh my gosh, I want to do that for my business. Oh my gosh, I can do this too. And especially how we were all able to support each other. And we learned how to appreciate each other and compliment each other, which can be hard for people. It really built confidence within. I know, me personally, I definitely needed that. I learned just to appreciate this and just being me and just appreciating, just like loving openly. And I became so close with everyone in my mastermind. Like, I still hang out with them. I'm pretty sure in some way, all of them, I've found some way to connect with them on the outside. We all just hang out with each other. We get coffee, we get lunch, we support each other in the group still. Like, even not being necessarily active in the mastermind, we're still like besties on the outside. It's really cool. Like, Carla kind of handpicked the people that she wanted in the mastermind, and she really considered the personalities and how they might mesh together. And it was really well done. She definitely was really great at vetting who was committed to being a high performer. Even now, whenever I'm doing something great that I've learned from the mastermind, I'm like, high performer! Yeah, so all the people were cool. I love them. Pictures of all my favorite people. Yo! Oh, where's Camille? Alright, wait, I'm over here. Bam. At the end of the first year that I was involved in this mastermind, we had the opportunity to go and learn from Brendon in San Diego for like a 4-day retreat. It was actually called Brendon High Performance Academy. And I had never done something like this before. I had never been to the West Coast. I've always wanted to go to the West Coast. I was still currently, working on the funds, still kind of broke. I definitely made some big changes in my life that helped support me to make more money, but I didn't necessarily have all the money yet. And we know my hang up on financial abundance. And so I told myself, this is my birthday gift. What's great about it is the last day that we would be in San Diego was my birthday. And I went to San Diego. Insert photos right here. And also, it wasn't just me. Pretty much everyone in our mastermind group committed to going to San Diego. And we all got one room together, so it was cheaper. It definitely was a lot of fun. Oh, it was just so cool. Like, going over to that High Performance Academy was one of the most fun times I've had in years. Like, the whole experience, like beginning to end. I know that a lot of that is because I was so driven and I was finally in a spot where I was confident. I was surrounded by these people that understood me and I understood them because we all had big dreams. We all wanted them to get done and we all wanted to just have fun. You're selling those chairs.
There we go. Oh yeah.
And so, oh my gosh, it's really hard to put into words my experience in San Diego. All of it was so much fun. I took so many videos. I'm sure I've already put in some footage here, but I'm so glad that I did that. And it was scary. It was scary. I was making it rain in different directions to pay for the hotel and to pay for the airfare. But I believed in my ability to figure it out. And I did. And I have one of the best experiences in my life under my belt now. Oh my God. There's so much to talk about. I don't know how to do this. So at the High Performance Academy, we got a nifty book. And we took, oh my gosh, there's tons of stuff in here. Notes and notes and notes and notes. And we got a nifty this or that. Brendon. If you haven't checked out his videos, I'll put a link to his channel below. You'll notice he's a lot of energy, so it's kind of good to listen to in the morning to get you pumped up. And Carla has learned from him for years. And so Brendon came out with a new book. I have a few of his books actually. This one is High Performance Habits. Carla actually gave this to me. She gave everyone in the mastermind this book and wrote like a really sweet, inspiring quote from Brendon in there to help support us. It was neat too because whenever she did that, she had them sitting on chairs, and when we got in, we just kind of sat wherever. And the quote for me was very relevant to my life, and hearing other people read their quotes out loud, very relevant for their lives too. Carla likes to give gifts. She loves it. She loves to show appreciation. I got this from Carla. I think it was like the first time when she went to San Diego, she brought us back gifts. Boop! The next year, when we went to San Diego then, we ended up going to the same shop, and I bought myself some coasters as well. Just more Maven stuff. Just being really grateful for our friendship. So I use this to write down what I'm grateful for every morning. High performer. She also gives us a lot of opportunities to win stuff. That's to help us stay accountable. She comes up with like a little competition for Facebook to keep us active and keep us meeting with each other. We would have a partner each month, a new partner, to meet up once a month and discuss where we're at, how we're doing, and support each other. So it taught us also how to go out and just use our material, like learn how to talk with people, learn how to appreciate them, and all that jazz. If you met with your person the most, sometimes you would win gifts. And she gave me this because I won something. And then I got this too, Steve Jobs. Oh, shoot. And then I have this one too. Side note, this was very relevant for me. I definitely needed this. And when we went to San Diego, Ariana Huffington happened to be there giving a talk somewhere else and got word that Brendon Bouchard's High Performance Academy was going on and they're buddies. And so she came and she talked. And I got to see her speak in real life. So it was really neat. Really funny. Really cool person. Gosh, what else? I got this from her. That's Carla. Oh, I just poked her in the eye, but that's Carla. This was something that we used in San Diego. I use it as a metaphor because it was the card that you use to use the train system that they have there. And on it says compass. And it felt like a metaphor for me moving forward in my business and stuff, so I kept it. Before we all went to the High Performance Academy, we had a coin that we like made a promise on that we were going to make like 6 figures and things like that. So this is just a little cue, a little reminder to keep trucking on. I know for me personally, being fresh out of college, and not even fresh out of college, like having those 2 years or so to wonder, oh my gosh, how am I going to do life? Like I thought I was going to have this degree and I thought I was going to get a job right away. And nowadays in this economy, it's not really the easiest thing to do. So now more than ever, it's important to be kind of entrepreneurial, which they don't teach in college. So you have to find mentors, you have to find resources on your own. And I found Carla, and it definitely helped. Like 2 years of schooling with her. And I'm sorry, she's just a really big sweetheart. Have you met her? So this is long, and there's a reason it's long. I was trying to sum up 2 years of the most productive times of my life into like a video to describe how much I appreciate Carla. And you know, I learned how to appreciate people from Carla. So it's kind of like full circle that I now finally get to be like, Carla, I appreciate you. And thank you so much for everything that I've learned and like your friendship and how you pushed me. And I remember being on the phone with you when I was so scared to, I think it was when I was trying to commit to signing up for the mastermind in the beginning anyway. And I was getting so nervous and I had no idea how I was going to make the money. And you called me and we talked it through, and just hearing your soothing voice. And I remember crying because like I was overcoming a blockage of mine, which was thinking that I wasn't worth it. And it's just like, yeah, I'm really appreciative. That's all I can do is like sum it up that way. And so thank you so much for your support throughout these years. And I am so excited to see your business grow even more too. And I know even more of the training that you've now had, I can't even imagine. So, thank you. Okay. Bye. We're famous!